My sister had a teddy bear. A scary teddy bear. I don't know why, but it creeped me out. It was just so disturbing to me. The thing had eyes that looked so real. It was as if it was made from a real bear, and its face was just blank and unsettling. I first started to get weird feelings about the bear when my sister first got it. She was only a baby at the time, and I was about 4. We had a dog, you see, and he had a habit of eating things, so my mother always had to put it up on the small cabinet in the corner of the hallway upstairs. Every time I went up those stairs, I saw that creepy bear suddenly glare around the corner at me, as if it was watching me. This wasn't the weird part. It started to get really weird about 5 years later. At the age of 6 or 7, my sister had lost interest in the bear, so my mother just threw it in the odd toy cupboard. The only problem was that the cupboard was in my room. When I was 9, old enough to stay on my own and go to bed without any assistance, I would get into bed every night and turn my lamp off. This is when it got scary. As I was getting some sleep, I suddenly remembered Mum putting that teddy in the cupboard. I slowly turned to look over across my room to see it through the glass. My heart suddenly stopped as I thought about the horrors the plush had caused me. But at the age of 9, I wanted to grow up and lose my fears, so I just shook it off and put my head on the pillow. When I got up to pull my sheets on a little bit further, I noticed something that would scar me for life. There sat, at the end of my bedroom, the teddy. My heart started beating normally again. I sat there staring at it for about a minute. When I needed to yawn, I closed my eyes. I opened them to see the teddy sitting closer to my bed. At this point, I was really freaked out. I started to move back to the wall and looked around to see if there was any sign that anyone had come in. When I looked back to see the teddy on the end of my bed, I was so startled that I almost fainted from fear. When I blinked, it had gone. I looked around. To my relief, I saw no sign of it. I sat my head back down on my pillow, hoping for some sleep. Then I opened my eyes. It was above my head, staring straight down. I screamed as it lunged down at me. I will never see a bear the same way again. A few years later, after years of horror, I burned it. I sat in enjoyment as the bear was turned to smoking ashes in my fireplace. I've lived my teenage life through adolescence. The only thing I could remember that was in any way similar to my bad experience was when I watched Trainspotting. That fucking baby scene shot me so badly, but other than that, all was well. When I turned 19, I was about to move into my new home. I'd been given the keys to the house and was ready to set up my furniture. After hours of carrying, I carried the final box from the removal truck into the front door and shut the door behind me. I turned to go into the kitchen and put it on the table. I opened it to see a cabinet. I took it out, walked into my new living room, and placed it in the corner. I stared at it and thought to myself, I don't remember packing this cabinet. I didn't really care that much as I had just moved into my new home though. I walked back into the kitchen to grab my television and brought it into the living room when I saw it. The teddy. It just sat there, staring at me with those damn lifeless eyes. It was beyond imagination, like something from a horror movie. My fears could not be contained, and whatever that bear or demon possessing it was, I knew I was scared. I threw it in the garbage and put a cinder block over the lid as I slept in my bed that night, content, feeling a little bit more secure. I woke up that night and checked the time. 12 o'clock. I heard a sound in the kitchen. I went to the kitchen and noticed that the outside door was wide open, and with muddy paw tracks leading into the kitchen. I saw that one of my knives was gone from the holder, and then I heard something creeping behind me. I hightailed it to my car and drove. I looked in the rearview mirror and saw its face. It was holding a knife. I slammed the brakes. It flew through the front windshield, stood up, and stared right into my eyes. I felt as if it was pulling me towards it. The only thing that would be coming towards it would be my 2 front wheels. I rammed into it, and I felt a slight bump. I sighed in relief and drove. Not even a minute after, I felt as if something was cutting at the bottom of my car. Then, my car grinded to a halt. I went to check it, and there was a slash through my fuel tank. I ran for dear life to the nearest hotel. I fell on the bed with exhaustion. And then, when I woke up, it was at the end of my bed.
Hey horror fans, Caretaker Casel here. Thanks for listening to today's story. It took quite a while to get this one out. I've been dealing with a sore throat, making the thumbnail, the editing, and just all of that jazz for this video and the story. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And, yeah, I will be leaving a link to the story in the description box below if you want to go check it out yourself. It is absolutely amazing. I loved it. I will also be leaving a link to who made the music in the video. The music is called Nebula, and the person that made it is called Myuu. He is absolutely amazing. He is one of the best music producers I've ever seen. Definitely go give his channel some love. All credit goes to him. The song is absolutely amazing. It fits the vibe. It's just perfect. His music is just absolutely amazing for like creepypastas and stuff like that. So I've said it a million times now, but just go show him some love, man. He's absolutely awesome. And I would also like to say that I have the thumbnail ready for the next video too. My community post kind of made that a bit obvious, but I just wanted to put this in the video if no one really checks the community tab, you know, just in case. And I haven't recorded the video yet, but I had this one pre-recorded just because, like, just in case. So yeah. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, horror family.